What's up, guys? Josh with CrossFit Rema doing our fifth day, our Friday workout. We're going to end the week with a chipper. Could be a chipper, doesn't necessarily have to be a chipper. We'll hit our warm-up and then we'll go into the workout and I'll show you some stuff that we have in mind. Our first piece of our warm-up is going to be a knee tuck directly into an RDL. Okay? We're going to do 10 of those and we're going to go through this whole warm-up about 3 times. And here's what this is going to look like. So when I get into my knee tuck, I'm going to go here, I'm going to come up, and then I'm going to try to touch. And then I'm going to come back. So I'm going to try the other side. I'm going to come up. I'm going to come down, touch. So on and so forth. That's going to be my knee tuck into an RDL or a version of a scale or whatnot. Then I'm going to get into a hip opener plus an ankle grab. So working on pretty much a ton of balance stuff. So when I go here, I do the same kind of deal, but this time I take it out and around. And then I go to grab and touch. And I'll show you from this side again. I take it up. Keep it high as I rotate, grab, ankle to the glute, so on and so forth. So hip opener plus ankle grab. And then I get in my last component, starting to warm up for some groundwork, and I'll do a pillar. Go into this position, shoulders are over the wrists, open up with spirit fingers, come on back down, open up, so on and so forth. And I'll do a total of 10 of those. We'll do 3 rounds, okay? And that's prepping us for 100 step-ups, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups. Now, it's kind of getting us ready for Murph. For Murph, that's not too far down the road. And if you're thinking about that, Murph can be done pretty much partitioned anyhow once you get inside. This is gonna be that same way. So if I wanted to split this up into, say, 10 rounds of 10, okay, cool. I can totally do that. If I wanted to do 2 rounds of 50, I think the math works. And if I wanted to go straight on through and make it pretty much as hard as it could be, or maybe I want to add a weight vest to that, hey, cool, do that. But we're gonna start with our step up, and if you look at what I have here, I just grabbed one of our 1981 benches to be able to step up on, and let's see how high it gets. And since I'm kind of vertically challenged, that kind of makes a pretty good step up for me. If it was just a little bit taller, it'd probably be a little bit more spicy. So I come up, and that would count as 1. Then I come back down. I'm going to go ahead and alternate, and I come up. Then I come back down. And the main thing about the step up is that when I go to do it, I don't jump off of that rear leg. And then probably when I set back down, I should set back down under control. Otherwise you get some weird stuff that goes on in the ankle and then maybe even in the knee. That's going to be my step up. My next piece is going to be a push-up. Here's how I would like to see the push-up. When I get down into position, I get my shoulders again over top of my wrists, all the way down. Everything touches at the same time. So my legs and my chest touch. My hands are beneath my elbows, and then I press straight up. And then that's what my push-up's going to look like. Now, let's say that I struggle with a push-up. I would probably first recommend that we definitely break that up and we don't try to do 100 kind of out of the gate or sequentially. I would probably do maybe that 10 by 10 if I struggle with push-ups, and that's totally fine. Or I turn it into this first, here, down, catch a knee, bring up the knee whenever I can. So again, you may have a hard time seeing it, but I'm actually putting my knee down, and then I'm bringing that knee up, probably mid-rep. So again, I'm down. I don't put anything on the ground until I get all the way down. I catch a knee, and then about halfway up, I try to bring that knee up, and that gives me that little bit of flavor that I may need. And again, I would probably break that up, maybe do 10 by 10 if I struggle with a push-up. Or, let me give you one more real quick. Maybe the thing that I'm stepping up on works for me to be able to do a push-up. And then maybe that's a little bit simple. And then I'm going to end with a sit-up. So 100 sit-ups. Again, maybe I've broken this up. Maybe I want to go into this position where my feet, or my knees are bent rather. I come up and touch. My goal is usually to get my back to where it's perpendicular to the floor. If I want to do this, if I have an ab mat, that's totally fine. Again, come back and touch. Come up and through. Maybe I make my legs go long. Come back and touch. Come up and through. End with 100 sit-ups. Or again, maybe I've broken it up. And then my last couple pieces, I'm gonna do a cool down of a break dancer or a single leg pancake. I go with legs straight out, trying to touch. I'll hold that for a minute. And then my next component, I'm gonna do a pigeon. Since I'm already there, I can go straight into that. So I went from really rounding the back to now trying to get the spine as long as possible. And I try to drive it. And then again, I say I put a minute on it for each of those, but hey man, if it feels good to stay in it longer, just stay in it until you make change. I mean, that's kind of the point that we're doing it. And then that will close out our Friday workout. Thanks, guys.